Hey everybody, Speed of Sound Gaming here, and welcome to Let's Play Space Harrier. We're going to start on Stage 1, Moot, and while this is an incredibly difficult game, this stage itself is actually fairly easy, as easy as it gets. It's a good stage to practice your shooting, because there definitely is a learning curve in shooting and actually hitting things. And even once you've gotten over that learning curve, you still might miss a lot of shots. I certainly do. Whoa, we tripped a little bit over a bush. The bushes will just trip you, but most other things in the game will actually make you lose a life if you run into them, so be careful of that. So these things will shoot for a total of 3 times before they fly away, so you can either destroy them all, or you can just kind of dodge until they go away. Okay, so this is basically the end of the level here. We destroyed these guys. Bam. Destroy some trees. And we're there. So the boss for stage 1 is pretty easy. He's mostly just going to shoot fire at you, and you can go in a clockwise or counterclockwise motion. And then just get to his head and pummel it with fireballs out of your little cannon guy. Then you go on to stage 2, Giza. And stage 2 is definitely like a little bit harder, but it's not too incredibly hard. So one of the things you'll notice is that these head things are coming at you, and you just kind of want to run straight and fire off at them. And eventually just knock these guys out. Alright, so these spinning heads are probably the most annoying part of the level. Not that specific set, but just the spinning heads in general. There's another set coming up. Make sure you shoot these guys, because they'll shoot a fireball at you if you let them get away. But you can just stand right down the middle and shoot all the heads. Okay, this is the annoying part with the floating heads. You definitely want to shoot as many as you can, as quick as you can, but it's not always possible, so make sure you avoid the pillars and avoid whatever fireballs are coming at you. And for this boss, you want to position yourself right in the middle, and then drop down and shoot all these heads, because there's a middle head that controls all those heads, so you can shoot him right away, and then you destroy the bottom half, and then when they come at you, they just go off the screen and you're good. Okay, this is an incredibly annoying level, and I normally lose a life here, not even gonna lie. And the reason is called a looper, and it's that thing. Whew. If you're lucky, you can get through it without losing a life. If you're not lucky, you will probably lose a life. I usually accept the fact that I might not make it past here with all my lives. And as long as I only lose one, I generally continue the game. If you lose more than one, I would maybe suggest just restarting and replaying these sections until you get good enough at them. Because at the end of the game, every life really matters on the last boss, because it's kind of glitchy. In my opinion, anyway. Like, I've been there a few times and been pretty sure I should have won, but like the hitbox glitchiness like makes it take quite a few lives sometimes. Oh boy. Ooh, we made it through. Sweet. Boss number 3. Okay, so he's basically like the first boss, except for he has 2 heads. But you just kind of shoot at one of the heads until it explodes. Ugh. Do I need to hit both? I don't know. There we go. There goes one head. Now this guy shouldn't take too long to go behind him. Bam. Okay, cool. Stage 4. Now this one has a pattern to it, but it's pretty difficult. Actually, the most difficult part is actually, once you've learned the pattern, this isn't so bad, but it's these things. And like dodging the pillars while they shoot fireballs at you. because that makes it incredibly difficult, whether you want to believe it or not. Whoa, forgot the last ones were up. They always go up, down, up, down, up, down, no matter what. Okay, so down, and now these guys are going to come and fire fireballs. Whew. Okay, cool. So for the stage 4 boss, you want to stand here in the corner and shoot. And you should be able to get them and head into the bonus stage. Where you will be picked up by this like caterpillar dragon thing, and then you'll get a good look at its butt, because why not? So like you can't really control the height that you're flying at. He just bounces up and down, and so you're naturally going to miss some of the trees. But the point is to hit as many as you can. Doesn't really matter how many you hit. It's more like a fun little mini game. Sorry. I usually end up with 3 big trees and then like 3 to 5 little trees, which is basically what I ended up with here. But that'll be enough to get us our only extra life of the game. You get one at 5 million, and then you don't get another one, as far as I know. Okay, stage 6. This one, like, I could either ace it or lose a bunch of lives. And the same goes for, like, the rest of the levels, basically. Sometimes it just depends, like, whether a couple shots land or not, you know? Whether you knock that enemy out while he's still easy to knock out, or whether he, like, slides all the way around the sides and makes you run into a pillar or something. So those jets are like one of the first things you'll notice that's pretty new. They're not too dangerous though, honestly. You can avoid them pretty easily just by changing your altitude. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Okay, so there should be one more set of planes. And then one more set of these slidey guys. Okay, now we make it boss number 6, who's pretty easy, honestly. Not too much of a challenge in boss 6. So you just come somewhere in here and start shooting. And usually you can destroy them before they even shoot at you. But if you miss, they'll start doing this, and you just go in a circle and shoot. And even if there are, like, all of them, they still won't hit you, usually. So the key to this stage is, like, these green guys. Don't let them trap you on the bottom of the stage. Like, you definitely want to go across the bottom of the stage at some points. But you kind of just want to, like, shoot as many down as you can, first of all, so they don't fire too many shots at you. But second of all, like, make sure they're all kind of, like, firing away from you instead of at you. Since they're going to shoot at where you've been rather than where you're going, like, dodging... like, it does get harder to dodge as the attacks get faster in the later levels. But right here, you're you're in a pretty good place to get around most of the shots. Okay. We're doing pretty good, pretty good. Okay, the 7th boss is super easy. You just kind of stand in the middle and start shooting, and it'll start to form. And you'll take out like 3 of his formations, 4 actually right there, before he even shoots a shot at you. Got him. Okay, stage 8 is pretty tough, honestly. Not gonna lie to you. These floating heads are definitely no joke. Okay, so if we get down near the ground, we can just run straight and shoot these guys. Here's where it's going to get a little bit tricky, I guess. Oh, man. So we're basically going to have to just try to avoid. Okay, cool. Man, this circular pattern nonsense is so annoying. Make sure you at least take out one side of those, because you're most likely not going to take out both sides, but if you take out one, then at least, like, they can't shoot at you from both directions. Okay, we're doing pretty good. Cool, we made it to the boss, who I think is, like, you have to shoot out his shield that circles around him. Yeah. So he's got these rocks that circle around him as, like, a shield, and you just kind of shoot him in the face. Now, this is the first incredibly difficult level. Like, incredibly difficult. Like, look how fast we're going. Like, how am I supposed to dodge those things without being, like, superhuman? Or playing the game, like, 5 million times. I went with the playing the game 5 million times strategy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I guess one good thing is to, like, try and make them shoot higher or lower than you are, instead of, like, manipulate them vertically and horizontally instead of just, like, in one direction. Holy bejesus, though. We actually made it through 9 without losing a life. That's impressive. I mean, I've done it before, but I've never actually made it this far without losing one single life. Let's put it that way. I always, if I haven't lost one by 9, I lose it on 9. And if I have lost one, then I have occasionally done 9 perfectly, but I've never done all the first 9 perfect like that. Which means we're due to fail. Oh boy, oh boy, cool. So definitely take these 3 guys out, because they are nothing but trouble. There are going to be some loopers in this level, but they're not quite, for some reason they don't feel quite as dangerous. There's not as many. So it's basically like, if you can avoid a few. Whoa, I don't know how we avoided that, but good job us. Come on, loopers. I know you're coming. Whoa, oh, see, we ran right into it. Lame. Okay, not bad, though, not bad. Because the end is just these trees, and we've cleared this level. And I think the boss is just another one of these, like, things that comes, yeah, at the top. And you just go in a circle and they can't really hit you. Even if you cross across them, like, it seems like the attacks don't really... I mean, I'm sure they can if you just stand there, but if you're just careful, you should be alright. Okay, we missed all of those. That wasn't good. Whoa, again, not good on that, but whatever. Oh. Okay. Darn you. Started missing, and that's not good. So yeah, you want to, like, slide with them like we have been in previous levels. But it seems like a few of my shots that hit in previous levels aren't really hitting right now. Aiming is like 75% skill and 25% luck. Like, if you aim it perfect, you should get it every time. But if you're even just, like, a tiny bit off, you're gonna, like, results may vary. Okay, sweet. Okay, now 2 guys are gonna come from the top right. Whoa. Missed the first one. But it's not too big a deal, and we make it to the boss, who is... what is he again? Oh yeah, this guy. This guy is annoying. Shoots a lot of fireballs at you. And then you want to just, like, try to blow up his head like the other bosses. There's not much variation in the bosses. That's one thing I'll give this game. In the negative column, the bosses are all pretty similar. a great game, though. I'm not absolutely not taking a single thing away from it. It's a great game, but if I had to point out a flaw, I would say that a lot of the bosses are similar in structure. Okay. So a lot of this is going to come down to how well I do 15, 16, 17. Because they're honestly not that hard if you play them right. But it's easy to play them wrong, honestly. Even if you've beaten them a few times. We're all humans. None of us are perfect. Okay, we don't need anything. There's nothing we get for doing anything good. I usually get between 4 and 5 of the, like, I've never gotten 5 big trees, but I usually land, like, right there in the middle of 4 and 5. And you'll notice we go over 10 million, but we won't get another life. See, unfortunately. It would be super cool if we did, but no. Okay, stage 13. I think it's called Drail. Was that what it was called? Okay, so this one's more like shifting with these guys. But there are some jets that'll come in. Whoa. I think they're coming now, maybe? No? Not yet. I know there is one. Because I know they throw it in there to scare you. Because you're like, oh, I'm avoiding all these guys on the floor. And then jets come in. Good job, us. We're running through this, we're running through this pretty well so far. Pretty happy so far. This game's a game where it can all go to nothing in just a second, because you can lose like 2-3 lives in a row. Waste to continue. Then you'll just be like done. Like stage 14 is another stage like 9, but it's also crazy, so. We shot all the boss down before it even frickin' materialized and started shooting us. Okay, another one of these up, down, up, down. But this time even faster than before. So you have to make sure when you're going through here that you're super careful of not just the balls, but the frickin' enemies too. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hi there. Okay, we're gonna have, whoa. Whoa, okay, that was awesome. I can't even believe I did that. Okay. Oh, I would have liked to just take you out, but whatever. Cool. Stage 15. This one's pretty tough. Mainly due to this frickin' beast right here. Thought I could quickly, like, I almost said transcend time. I thought I could get between them in time. I did not think I could transcend time. That would be, like, definitely a little odd of me to think. I've gotten so good at Space Harrier, I can now transcend time. Like, no. That's not a thing. I'm not even that good at it. Like, even if that was a level, I definitely would not be at it. I'm more at the level of like, oh, we can beat the game. That's cool. Like, it's a tough game. But like, I am no master. It would take probably weeks of playing. I've been playing for like a week, a couple hours a night, just to get this far. And this is actually the farthest I've ever made it without a continue, so. I'm at least liking my chances of having a shot at the final boss. Okay, stage 16. This one's actually not that bad. I like this one. Because you just fight these slidey guys, mostly. And you know how I feel about the slidey guys. They're like... Sorry. Slidey guys are some of the most easy enemies in the game. Ooh boy. We are almost there. Okay, now some red guys are gonna come. And they're nothing, so don't worry about them. I mean, they're not nothing. Definitely worry about them, but... Whoa. Ah. He got me. First continue. Knew that was going to happen eventually. Okay, so now some guys are going to come. Like, this boss is a slidey boss guy. So definitely shoot him if you can. You definitely just want to shoot as many of them as you can, I guess. Okay, a guy's going to come from the top right. Bam. And we head to stage 17, which is called Narc. No one likes a narc. Alrighty. So another one of those times where the flying heads are just super duper annoying and you want to shoot them out as quick as possible. Sweet, I got all 4 there. It's awesome. But level 17, like, isn't as hard as you would imagine it would be based on some other stages. Like, I think 14 and 9 are harder. That's not to say I'm going to play it perfect. But it definitely doesn't give me the the anxiety that those 2 stages give me. This boss is ridiculously annoying to beat too. Any more you guys want to take me on? Huh? Anyone else? Oh, you. Ah, lame. Okay, now any more? No? Okay, so this is like the most super annoying boss of the game. Except for maybe the final one. Oh, maybe that's a good way to beat it. Well, maybe not what I just did by dying, but... Oy, oy, oy. Okay, well, that's actually not too bad, because we still have a continue left. And we're about to go to the last stage. And the only threat in the last stage is the final boss. So I actually like our chances right here. So my highest score is not the thing that you see there, it's that, but with like a 5 instead of a 4 in the front, so 2-5 something. Don't know if I can actually surpass that, but it'd be cool. Oh, did that really hit me? That is so embarrassing. Well, there goes a life I didn't need to lose. I just want to hit you. Thank you. It's totally unacceptable to lose lives to these bosses. They're so easy. Like, the jellyfish boss isn't even in here. The jellyfish boss being the one on 17 that we just fought. Okay, this guy's super easy, though. Shoots a lot of fire, but goes down super fast. This is the middle guy, so shoot the guy with the head in the middle. Okay. We barely were able to hit that, but we were able to hit that in time. Okay. So again, more head smashing. Okay. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum. Got him. Sayura. Okay, let's see if we can get this guy. Oh, he's just the... I don't know why. I was thinking he was the guy with the middle heads. Ugh. Cost me a little time there, but that's no big deal. Because actually, the longer you run, the higher your score goes. So if you just wanted to max your score, you could actually just, like, not destroy one of the bosses and run indefinitely. Okay. Bam. Okay, now final boss. Who is ridiculous. Oh boy. Okay. So if I could take one of these heads out, the second one does kind of become a little easier. What you're trying to do is shoot them in the face, but that's like kind of easier said than done, quite honestly. Like, you'll notice we haven't taken out a single head yet. There goes a life. Oh, my goodness. Oh, there goes a second life. Oh, come on. Okay, there goes one head. Oh boy. Oh, there goes a life. There goes the second head. Oh my goodness, we did it. Woo! And we'll see if the final roll-up score surpasses my, at least the high score from before, because that one on the top there, I didn't even beat the game. I just made it really far, I think, to the final boss. And the credits go on for a minute, so if you guys are done, that's fine. Speed of Sound Gaming. This was Space Harrier on the Sega Master System. Like I said, an incredibly difficult game. I'm happy I beat it. Even with the continues, I feel like it's an accomplishment. It's a fun game. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. The only negatives would be the aiming and just the repetitiveness of the bosses. But it's not really that big of a deal. And you get the little story on the screen here, basically just saying that we saved Dragonland with a decisive victory, and like everyone loves us. And it's the first chapter in the Space Harrier saga, but not the last. And we're gonna go like liberate those who yearn to be free, which is awesome. Then we get some credits. Man, is my score actually gonna be lower than my score where I didn't beat the game? That's so lame. Burial Mutt. Produced by Nita Taiyuji. Screenplay by Nita Taiyuji. Bermiel Moot 743. Okay. Tamo. Koshihikari, actually. Story by Bermiel Mutt 743. Editor Tamo. Koshihikari. Art director. Whoa. Can't say that one. Art design. Mayu. Call. Man. Credits aren't long enough to get my score over the other score. Oh no. Oh no. Music arranger. Bo. Proposed by Nita Taiyuji. Special thanks, Arcade Unit. I think this game might be fun if, like, the point was to get a low score, like, by destroying... Like, hear me out, your timer, like, your score goes up the more you run, right? And then you shoot things, and it lowers your score. And the less time it takes you to run through the stage and beat the boss, like, the better your score would be. If you get what I mean. Like, you could subtract for destroying things. I think that might actually be fun. Present from Sega. I think they meant presented by Sega, not a present from Sega, but whatever. Wow, that's like my third best score. That's sad. Okay. So let's put a speed of sound. Oh, whoa. Speed of sound. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed. I did. Glad I finally beat this game on tape. It was a heck of a ride trying to do it. See you next time.